So glad I got to do that now.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, since we're in the funnies, we've got a couple of Consumer Choice Center hits by some of our colleagues to get to. First, I'd like to get something that actually relates very much to consumers. Very important topic, something that affects many people and apparently all of Twitter. It has to do with whether or not you should be able on a short-haul flight to recline your seat in economy. A lot of debate on this, a lot of opinions, lots of thoughts. And Dave, I wanted to feature, I linked your tweet here in the show notes. I'll be quoting Mr. Clement here. If you recline in economy on a short-haul flight, you are legitimately a bad person.
Correct.
Defend
I
your
stand
remarks,
by
sir.
that. Yes, you were a bad person. If you are reclining in economy on a short haul flight, you're a bad person.
Is it the pitch? Is it the degrees? If they go all the way, what if they just give it a click? Just an inch or two.
I mean, sure. If you are going to look to recline, you should ask. You should look behind you first. Be courteous. Make sure they don't have a laptop out or coffee, which has happened to me twice. Once where the guy in front of me on a 50-minute flight decided with his entirety of his weight to jam his seat back as far as it could go, and he snapped my laptop screen. I've seen people do that and spill coffee all over the people behind them.
Been traumatized by a past experience.
I certainly have.
Wow.
Where it could have been completely avoided if he had just turned around and said, "Hey, sir, I'm going to recline my chair," and then I would have moved my things accordingly so that didn't happen.
Well, I think if we have the ability to do so, to recline, there's no limits. If we have the ability, we should be able to. I do think you're right. We got to be courteous. Usually what I do is I give the slow creep, right? So you click it in place, give the slow creep, kind of give them the sign that you're kind of moving it back. Usually you're not going to go all the way back. But let's admit it, a lot of these flights and seats, it seems as if they're just leaning you forward like at least 30 degrees. It's trying to get even. I'm just trying to go, perpendicular here.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If you're flying from Europe to New York City, I mean, that's a long flight. I can totally understand trying to get comfortable to sleep. That's understandable. But if you're on a short flight and you're that guy, I've had horror stories of I had a short flight to Cuba. The woman in front of me, with all of her weight, jammed her seat back. Her hair was coming through the gap into my tray. Just really poor etiquette stuff that you'd never get away with in other kind of travel situations. So I am definitely anti-recline, and if you do need to recline, obviously some people do, you should ask, or at least notify them, and be courteous in that way.
I'm going to go with the creeper method, just kind of slowly creep back, be courteous, always look out for laptops, coffee, small children, puppies. Be sure you got nothing in the way, but if you just kind of back, even give it a beep. Beep.
Yep. Beep.
Yeah, but either way, there's a recline function on those seats for a reason. Not always comfortable, but who knows if we, maybe deregulate a little bit, if we allow a little bit of innovation into how our airplanes are built and work and fly in the sky, maybe we can get some nice, more comfortable beds for people in economy. But who knows? That day is not here yet. You're listening to Consumer
what do you think?
Radio on the Big Talker FM. What do I think about...
I was going to say, what do you think about the idea of, for short flights, just removing the ability to recline in economy?
Why would you do that? That is literally removing consumer choice.
No, what I'm saying is, what if various planes were to offer or were to remove that from economy as a means of giving people more space or legroom?
Yeah, and they're not or to sacrifice the button for more legroom. That's never going to happen, because you have that on Ryanair and some of these, budget airlines. You cannot go back, and it's not as if you got more room. They just put more seats in there.
Yeah, but you can also pay. You also pay $8 to fly from London to Rome, Ryanair. So, I mean, I will exchange nobody being able to recline for a discount flight between two major cities.
Where do you weigh in on the seat recline debate? Write us. Hello at consumerchoiceradio.com.